Okay, we're back. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been longer than I want to admit, longer than I said it would be, but thank you for rocking with me. Thank you for understanding that I'm human. This is not my job. I do this for fun, and sometimes life gets a little too serious to be doing too many fun things. But I am going to work on being more consistent throughout the last 4 months of the year, because this is also for me to prove to myself that I'm not talk and I'm action. So we locked in. This is lock-in season. I seen a video on YouTube, tripping, on Instagram, and she was like, it's lock-in season. September to December, these last 4 months, it's not really Q4. She said Q4, but it's not really Q4. These last 4 months of the year, it's time to lock in. I don't even want to talk about it too much. Like, I just want to show up 4 months down the line looking like what I want to be looking like. You feel me? And it's not just about image, body, looks, but it's just overall. So we'll talk about it once we accomplish the things, but we won't say it just yet. First, however, I do want to get into this face. I'm just saying, your girl has been doing really, really good on the makeup front. I need to practice some more. I want to do like some more eye looks. I want to get really confident in that. I don't spend too much time practicing eye looks, but I don't really know what to search. Like, I guess most of the time when I'm doing makeup, it's to go out, so it's usually more glam. I don't want to say it's soft glam. I'm not doing all that, but I'm doing a little beat on the face. So I want it to go together. I think I need something like neutral, warmish. Sometimes throw a little pink in there. Sometimes throw a little blue in there. I know, very random colors, but I don't know. I need to figure out some more eyeshadow looks to practice, so that way when it's time to go out, I'm ready to eat it up. So if you know any girlies that do really good eyeshadow, link them below. Let me know who their page is, or what their page name is, because I want to watch. I need to learn. So make sure they're really good teachers and that their looks eat, okay? So we're back for the third installment of Life Lessons with Kristen, and this one is focused on young adulthood. So we're gonna say 18 to 22 asterisk. Asterisk means could go up to 25. It's kind of a blur, 23 and 24. But that's what we're gonna talk about today. And honestly, this was the hardest video and life lesson for me to record, because college feels like a lifetime ago. To be fair, it was 10 years ago. Started college 10 years ago, which is crazy to say, but it's true. I'm getting older, and what did I learn in college? What didn't I learn in college? I mean, literally 4 years of learning, and then 4 years of learning about yourself, learning about friends, gaining friends, losing friends, exceeding in some places, failing in other places. It was a lot. So reflecting on it was kind of hard, because there was just so many things. And then also kind of COVID came into the last part of that. So that was like, what, 22, 3? In 2019, I turned 22. 22 to about 25 was a bit of a blur. So I think that's also why it was harder to really hone in on the life lessons from this era. But we're here. I figured it out just for you guys. And I don't know if I'm excited to talk about it, because I feel like I'm gonna call myself out, pass self out. So life lesson number 3 is focus your energy. You have got to focus your energy if you want to make it through, okay? If you have plans to graduate college and there are no other obstructions, money, children, extreme family circumstances, health, you will not be able to graduate college unless you focus your energy. This is not only for college students, this is also for students in apprenticeship programs, students who are starting a career that doesn't need higher education. If you want to succeed, you need to focus your energy. So I got to college. I sound like my mother now. I got to college and was having a grand old time. I was away from home. I was vibing. I was in the beautiful town of New Paltz, New York, and it was a chill vibe. You know what I'm saying? I made some cool friends. We would be outside. When I say outside, not outside like kids these days. We was outside like on the track, okay? We were outside staring up at the stars. We would go to a little party here and there, but we weren't, let's just say it was PG-13 outside, not rated R, okay? So I was outside, right? First of all, I thought I was gonna go to college, be an electrical engineer after going to the illustrious High School for Math, Science, and Engineering at City College of New York. And I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be a Black woman engineer, electrical engineer. I'm gonna be so T, the only person in my cohort. No. Mostly because I wasn't focused, but also because I hate science, okay? Biology, dub. I should have known from high school. I never liked chemistry. So why did I think I could be a STEM major? Yeah, so that got wrapped up real quick, but I pivoted quickly. Nonetheless, after being an A, B+ student for the majority of my educational career up until this point, you could imagine how humbled I was when I got my first D. Yeah, that's because I wasn't studying. How did I think I was gonna pass Biology 101 if I didn't study? All right, now, my mother would say, Kristen, every time I call you, you're always outside with your friends, under the door, under the stars. You're always outside. I'm with my friends. When are you gonna be in those books? And you know what? She was right. Don't be like me. You don't have to waste the first semester of college. I mean, you probably will, but you don't have to. You know, you could be on it from the beginning. You could graduate valedictorian or with honors or cum laude or summa cum laude. I mean, honestly, the sky's the limit, but you need to focus your energy. And while this is predominantly focused on young adults, this is a lesson that needs to be learned and remembered, because if you are scatterbrained and if you think that you're gonna excel without actually focusing on the things that you want to excel at, you're in for a rude awakening. Thankfully, I'm smart, and that D sobered me up real quick. I said, actually, electrical engineering is not gonna be for me. I am not gonna succeed in this. Let's be so for real. My brain doesn't work like that. So what else do I like to do? Economics. I can still help people. It still leverages my math skills without me having to take as many science classes. Genius. And so that's what I did. And I did very well. Do I do economics now? Kind of. But really, it's still just interesting to me. Honestly, it's just an interesting topic. And college is not about necessarily what your career is going to be. It teaches you how to learn and study and prepare for something and excel in something, how to critically think about problems that you're facing. So that's the purpose of college. Back to being focused. Yeah, it's very hard to focus when you don't eat, which is something that took me a while to figure out in college, but make sure you're eating and fueling yourself. Get as much sleep as you can, drink as much water as you can, eat the right foods, stop eating out, eating all that junk food, go to the dining hall, okay? Save that money and go to the dining hall. You better figure out that buffet food. There's salt and pepper on the tables. Get some hot sauce, some ketchup. Stop wasting money. Anyways, let me reel it back in. College is such a place for you to get caught up with what other people are doing that if you're not careful, you could end up in a real sticky situation, okay? You don't need to do what other people are doing just because you want to fit in or you want to seem cool. You need to do, first of all, before you go into college, parents, if you're watching this, prepare your children to be of a sound and solid mind. Train up a child in the way they should go, and when they get old, they shall never depart. Trust me. As much as I strayed, I don't think it was that much. My mother may beg to differ. I still knew my morals. And I knew, y'all have fun now. I ain't going. I ain't going. You could do that. I'm good. Thanks. I'm gonna hit the library. Yeah, no. Children, don't try to be cool. Don't try to do the things that you know you're not supposed to do deep down inside, because they can really mess you up. And then instead of graduating college like you had planned, you're now dealing with, you're on a side mission because you weren't focused. You need to be focused, and you need to lock in during this critical time when there's so many distractions in life. There's so many things. You're meeting people from all over, whether you go to a state school, a city school, whether you commute to school, whether you live on campus, whether you're close to home, far away from home, whatever the case may be. You need to be focused on who you are and why you're here. Let's not forget, you're spending tens of thousands of dollars to be there. Lock in. Lock in. This is really me speaking to my younger self. Like I said, I didn't fare too bad, but I could have done better. I could have done more things. I think my one regret from undergrad is I didn't study abroad. And if I had thought about it a little bit more, I could have, and I should have. Like, that's such a exciting experience to be in another country for 6 months, and I didn't do that. Like, what? But had I been focused on, before I get to college, these are things I want to accomplish. I didn't do any internships in college, which I feel like delayed me in my career. I'm still here, and I'm where I wanted to be, so it worked out. But I could have done more things, I feel like, had I been more focused. Thankfully, like I said, I caught myself early enough to still be able to get the job done. But I got distracted, and it wasn't really the people that I was hanging out with, because for the most part, I still talk to most of those people, but I just wasn't prioritizing the fact that I'm here to learn. I'm here to do what I'm supposed to do. And I know that a lot of this is catered towards college and college students. That's my experience, so that's all I can speak to. But I believe that whatever you're doing at that pivotal point in your life, because you think that you're an adult. You're like, I can vote now. I can drink now. Like, I'm grown. You're not. And your mind is still so young, and still so impressionable. And you really have to be careful what you're feeding yourself in terms of information that you're ingesting, people that you're around, ideas and ideologies that you're engaging with, because this is a formative part of your life. And if you're not careful and focused, you can get caught up doing the wrong things. And you don't want that to happen, because then it's going to be a setback. And of course, you can overcome a setback, but why? If you're hearing from me right now that, let me be a little bit more focused. Let me think before I do some things. Let me think about what I'm really here for, whether it's starting a new career. If you're starting a new career, say in insurance or banking, I'm not sure if those careers require higher education, but for some reason in my brain I feel like they don't, which is no shade to them. It's just y'all can get started pretty much right out of college or after like an associate's or something like that. Just because maybe other people are in college and you're not doesn't mean that your work and your impact is less valuable. Doesn't mean that you don't have to be as focused, because this is still a formative part of your life. This lays the foundation for who you are as an adult. This lays the foundation for your career, your future accomplishments. What are you doing right now to set your future self up for failure? Yes, you're still young, you want to have fun, do that, but do it in a balanced way. Do it in a way that allows you to think even just a little bit ahead. Even if it's not, what am I going to do at 38 or 28? Think, will this impact me, or will this impact my 25-year-old self? Will this help my 25-year-old self? Even if it's short term like that, just think as much as you can. Don't run up a credit card. Don't, get involved in bad money habits or bad spending habits, or if you can, avoid bad relationships. I mean, that's what I mean by focusing your energy. It's not just on schoolwork, but it's on, what am I putting my time into right now? And if I put my time into these things, does it help future me? Because this is such a formative time in your life. I mean, I know so many different stories about college, like people who started at different times, had to leave and then go back, or who didn't finish it and they're still trying to finish it, or finished it but they're still so confused on where they are in their lives. Like, the outcome of those 4 or 5 years, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 5, 23, 24, 5 to 7 years, the focus that you put in during that time really does set the foundation for who you are to become. And I wish I had someone that told me that going into college, because I was kind of just vibing and going with the flow, like, yeah, I'm gonna be great, I'm smart, I'm gonna do it. I had to, like I said, I failed biology and I failed some other classes, but I had to really lock in. That was like my wake-up call to say, girl, if you don't focus and pay attention, this will happen again. And so do the things that you need to do. Don't wait till the end to get help. Get tutoring in the beginning when it's confusing, or get a mentor when you're like, I'm stuck, I don't know where to go. Or go back home. You don't need to be in a rush to move out of home just because you're trying to prove yourself to whoever and whoever. If it's safe for you to go back home, stay at home. Focus your energy on excelling in your career and stacking your coin. Like, there's so many different things, so many different areas of your life that you can focus on, but you want to be able to divide your energy up the right way. Relationships, education, finances, those are like the 3. Health, you're young, so health is not usually a big focus at that time, but those 3 things can take a lot of your energy. And relationships encompasses friendships as well. You want to make sure that you're spending time with the right people, casting out the bad people, because they will get you caught up. I almost got caught up a couple of times. Only baby, but God that reeled me back in and said, hey girl, that's not for you. It's not for you. Don't play that. Don't play that. Education, like I said, I had to fall on my face a couple of times before I realized, hey, this is not who you are. Refocus. What did I say? Relationships and finances. Honestly, my finances were pretty good in college. I was grinding. I was working 3 jobs. I had my little side money. I was paying bills. I felt so cool. I would like to get back to her, because I lost focus, honestly and truly. Once I started making more money, I lost focus. I said, ooh, I can live a little. I can do some of the things I wasn't able to do as a kid or as a young adult. So I need to get back focused there. And I think that's one of the things that I want to focus on and lock in on these next 4 months. But I mean, that's just the biggest key, to really think about what you need to focus your energy on, and then focus your energy in those places. Do not get caught up in the wrong crowd. Do not get caught up in the bad relationship. Do not get caught up in having too much fun, because having too much fun will get you, I don't want to say will get you lying, but it will get you caught up. And you're gonna be like, how did I get here? I used to be, because you wanted to have fun. Fun doesn't last forever. And it's more fun when life is going good and then you relax a little bit. Not, oh, I'm just gonna have fun because I'm young. And then you're like, oh shoot, I had too much fun. Now look at me. So that's my life lesson. Just short, straight, and to the point. As we would say in patois, well, for people who are not focused, we say on a too follow fashion. You don't want to be too follow fashion. You don't want to keep with everybody and everybody ting them. You want to do you. Focus on what you're supposed to be focused on, your mission, your goals, because otherwise you can get caught up in the wrong crowd. And I would hate that for you. I want you to succeed. I want you to do well. I want you to come back right under my comments or write in my comments like, girl, thank you for telling me to stay focused. I was able to accomplish XYZ. That's what I want to hear. You know what I'm saying? So take that with you if you're in young adulthood. Take that with you at any phase in your life. If you feel like you're getting a little lost or you're a little confused as to, what you're doing or who you're hanging out with or where you're really headed, just focus your energy, because what you water grows, basically. And so if you're putting energy into something, you're going to see the fruits of your labor, good or bad. If you're putting a lot of energy into partying, you're going to see the results of that, whether that is decline in health, whether that is you're known for things you don't want to be known for, whether that is getting caught up in the wrong crowd. That's what's going to happen. If you water your studies, you'll see that in better grades. If you water your relationships, you'll see that in healthier relationships. If you water your finances, you'll have better financial strength. So good or bad, whatever you water grows. So take that with you. Remember to focus your energy. It's the last 4 months of the year. Really decide who you want to be, how you want to see yourself, and put your effort and energy into that. And I can't wait to see who I become, who you become, come December, come January. I'm looking forward to it. So thank you. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. If you want to share anything, if this inspired you or provoked you to think about anything, leave that in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. I know I'm super late on my videos, so I'm going to get you guys another video this month. So you get 2 videos, and then starting in October, we'll get back on our monthly cycle. All right. Thank you. See you next time. Bye. Game on. No, okay. I hate when men are right. I was not thinking about food. All of a sudden, my husband's like, hey, we should probably get something to eat, huh? I was like, oh yeah, I wasn't even thinking about food. Now I can't think straight. Let me eat my little almonds.